Welcome to our treatment presentation about our film, The Unpaid Debt. So, firstly we brainstormed some ideas for our film. Our first ideas were the grave robber, ESTs with a question mark, and finally the unpaid debt. But we crossed out with a red line, as you can see on the first slide, the of unpaid. The reasons why we choose this title is it fits to the story, creates tension, and makes you curious why the title changed from the unpaid debt to the paid debt. The red color of the line could symbol blood and suggest that the debt will not be paid in a nice way. Other reason why we choose this title is it sounds like a stark story about revenge and creates the airy mood of the film that we like.
So the story of the film is about a lawyer who is female. She'll make it her mission to settle out an outstanding debt arising from the will from her previous work. So the main character, the victim, cheats on her husband while he is in the hospital for a long time after a work accident. When he wakes up and finds out that his wife is cheating on him with another man, he has a heart attack and dies. His last wish is to see his wife dead, so his lawyer is now trying to search for his wife and kill her. After she disappears, her lover, who she cheated on with, tries to find out where she is and finds out more about him, and wants to find out who the killer is, but it gets dangerous for him and it follows him throughout the film. So, the references to the horror film. The genre I've chosen for this prelim task is horror/film thriller. We have chosen this theme as we think it will be able to show most of our skills doing this genre. The tone of the film is quite serious, as the storyline is typically thriller, following the conventions of a horror film. I intend to use the stereotypical convention of a horror film, such as the graveyard at the night time. There will be a full moon with mist clouding over the grass. The main bad guy will be dressed in all black, not being able to see the killer's face. The main references we will use is eerie music as the scene starts. The establishing shot will be the location for a forest, panning out down to the graveyard, allowing the audience to understand that the killer is stalking is isolated in a dark rural location, another convention for a horror film.
So here you can see our beautiful little storyboard. Firstly, as Leila already said, we want to create these mood of the horror film. So if we're able to get the drone, we want to film a dark forest from the top.
Yeah.
We get it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah. We want to film a forest with maybe some growth from the top in like evening. Then our second scene will be a single tree with crows in a long shot. And this will then go to a scene where we pan from like the forest through a tree up there and then through the tree to the cemetery. And at the cemetery, you will be able to see in a long shot, firstly, the victim kneeling at her husband's grave and lighting up a candle. Lighting up the candle, this part you will see in a medium close-up to see it like more in focus. Then we will add a sound of the gate, and you will see in a close-up the face of the woman who's kneeling on the grave to see her impression more. And then we will cut to the gate and see that it's just the wind and nothing else that moved the gate where the sound came from. Then you cut back and see that actually there's someone at the gate and that the killer is coming, but you will not see the killer, we just see his shadow on the way, and then like pan up until his shoulders, but you will never see his face. Then which one? Oh yeah. Then you will see from the from behind the killer how she is walking like near to the victim, and then you will see that a knife is like in the hand of the killer, but one focus thing what I will also explain later, the killer has painted red nails like blood. In the next scene you will just see the candle that hits by blood and goes out, and in the background you will like hear how the woman got killed, but you will not actually see it. And the end scene is how the killer is like going with a body bag behind her, and behind the body bag the title will appear. So yeah. This is just our shooting schedule when we will film with it.
So for location shots, we went to the graveyard to see where we were going to film. We did come up with a few issues as like lighting, so lights would come on when we walked past and we couldn't use that because we wanted an eerie feel. So we chose the middle gate, which didn't have any lighting surrounding it too closely so it wouldn't like affect our idea. And this tree is the one we're going to pan out from to see the graveyard, and the stone is going to be where the lady is setting her candle out, and yeah.
Okay, our presentation of several groups. So we chose the group female to focus on a little bit more. And stereotypically in like horror movies or films, it's normally that a man is like the killer and the hero, and the victim is mostly a woman. But in our film, can you do the next page?
Yeah.
This is just some stereotypically female things. In our film, we want to do that the victim and the killer are female. And that's why the victim is played by the woman, will wear a dress and will have blonde long hair, and is like emotionally and like is kind of sad because of her husband died. But the killer, will also played by a woman, by a female person, and in the close-up of the hand of the knife you will see that she has like long red nails, like
stereotypically women.
Yeah. And you will also see it out of the hood that there's like long brown hair, and she's the dominant character because she is the one who has the power in the scene.
So for the tone, mood and atmosphere, so the tone of the film will be quite fearful and serious as the storyline is of an unknown killer. The beginning of our chosen film will show the audience straight away that this is a horror film due to the music, lighting and actual murder of the female. The movie's mood will be tense and sad due to the audience attachment to some of the characters. The atmosphere of the film I want to create is an intense environment for the audience to watch.
So yeah, for our target audience, I just researched some other films of the same genre, and we're looking on their target audience, and there you can see a reference of male or half-half, and mostly A, B and C1, and the age is between 25 and 34 mostly. For our film, we decided to do a 15+, but we also think that the main will be between 25 and 34. We decided to do a 15+ because you will not actually see someone being killed, because you just see the candle and hear it, so it's not as brutal. And yeah, for the gender we think it could be more female audience because we have 2 female main characters, so yeah, this could be an influence on our gender audience. But also the class will also be A, B and C1 dominated. Yep, that's it.
Okay, very good, thank you. Any questions from
Alfie?
How do you plan to show the death of the husband, or is that just a sort of idea?
Yeah, it's just you get like thrown into the scene, like into the film, and you like that we will not film that. But
so during the
film, you get out
you'll get to know that the husband died.
Okay.
And she was killed. Yeah. Any more questions?
Why do you think the slightly older age range is most suitable for the film that you've pitched?
Because so the older
so the 25 plus. So you're probably going for a 15 rated film, but your kind of main target audience you've identified as being sort of 25 plus. Why more the older audience rather than the teen audience?
Because the main characters are also not like teenagers who
older,
go to school or something. They're already married and stuff like this.
Yeah.
So it means
it's more relatable for an older audience to watch.
Yeah.